Thank you for joining us on today's installment of Parenting Today. If you've been following the program with any regularity, you must be aware that we've been focusing on positive discipline. And we've really learned a lot. So today we're going to be wrapping up on this particular subject. And of course, we always have a treat with us here in studio with Dr. Caroline Chakwa. She is a mom, a therapist, a lecturer and parenting coach who is passionate, and she's really passionate about parenting, emotional wellness, and quality education. Currently, her practice focuses on training, counseling, and coaching families, parents, teachers, and other caregivers of children. She's a founder and coach at Being Parenting, a program for the 21st century parent and caregiver of children from toddler to teenage. Being Parents or Parenting equips the parent to identify their own personal obstacles to effective parenting and provides practical tools for dealing with moment-by-moment parenting struggles. Dr. Carol holds a PhD in medical education, a master's degree in counseling psychology, and a bachelor's degree in education. She's a certified psychologist as well as a certified trainer of trainers in skillful parenting. She has worked in numerous educational and mental health institutions both in Kenya and in the US for over 15 good years. So we always say experience is a wealth also of knowledge that we can garner from her today. And let me get out of the way and continue with the conversation. Remember today, just to give you a teaser, we're looking at consequences. And we know that behavior or misbehavior has consequences. So how do you deal with these consequences, right? And what are the consequences when we are trying to inculcate positive discipline? A warm welcome to you, Daktari. How are you today?
Very well, Dibal. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So, I'm happy, and I've really learned a lot from you as a parent. And today is a wrapping up of the entire series we've been having today on positive discipline, and consequence will come at the tail end of it.
Yes.
And we want to see, what are these consequences that are there when it comes to positive behavior and even negative or misbehavior, so to speak.
Right.
Take us from there.
Sure. And I hope that our viewers realize that consequences is the last of the three.
Yeah.
And that's what happens is, because I work with children and I work with parents, usually the question is, what do I do when my child misbehaves?
Yes.
Usually what they're asking is, give me that tip and strategy that I can use to change misbehavior so that we don't have to deal with this again. And through this series, I hope we're seeing that it's not so much about that last thing you need to do. It's about the environment that you're creating. It's about developing a relationship first, because our children respond to us better when they are connected to us. Okay, but there has to come a time when consequences are necessary.
Yes.
And that's because in this world there's justice. Okay, in this world there's consequences for behavior. There's what do we say? Every action has consequences. Choices have consequences. And our children,
and every action has a reaction.
Yes, and every action has a reaction. So our children need to grow up knowing that there is consequences for behavior. And when we're looking at consequences, we still need to look at it in terms of the negative aspect of it and the positive aspect of it, and still focus more on creating the right environment. Focus more on the positive aspects of consequences. For example, I like to say to parents that most misbehavior, a misbehaving child is a child who is discouraged. Okay, and most children who are discouraged will always get into misbehavior to get attention. Then they get negative attention where you either spank them or yell at them or admonish them over and over. Then you discourage them more, and then again they misbehave because they're still seeking to get attention, and so it becomes a cycle. And so we need to look at, if you're looking like, for example, at a plant. If you want something to grow, you water it.
Yes.
You water what you want to see grow. So one of the most effective